Let us listen to Chapter 3, Narad Curses. Vishnu from Rudra Samhita, Shiv Purana. In the previous story, sage Narad was proud that he has overcome Kamdev, while actually that was because of Shiv's blessing to the place where sage Narad meditated. Lord Vishnu decided to teach a lesson in humbleness to sage Narad. Narad requested Lord Vishnu for a form like Vishnu. Lord Vishnu, to teach Narad a lesson, gave sage a form like himself, but a face of monkey. Sage Narad went to the Swayamvar, but Srimati ignored him and instead chose Lord Vishnu as his groom. Sage Narad was very annoyed and cursed the two attendants of Lord Shiv. The sages said, Suta, O Suta, a wonderful tale has been narrated by you. Blessed indeed is the Maya of Shiv. When the two attendants of Lord Rudra had left at their own will, what did the infuriated Narad, the sage disquieted by Kamadeva, do? Suta said, after cursing the two attendants of Lord Shiv suitably, the sage, still under the earlier delusion, looked into the water and saw that his face was quite normal. He did not wake from the delusion still again due to Shiv's will. Thereupon, recollecting that it might have been a deception of Hari, he became unbearably infuriated and went to Vishnu Loka. There he angrily poured abusive words, blazing like kindled fire. Sage Narad said, O Vishnu, you are extremely wicked. You are unable to look others' success. Your intentions are always dirty. O Vishnu, a deceptive path is extremely attractive to you. What is done by Lord Shiv, the Supreme Atman, does not seem proper. Lord Shiv has announced that a Brahmin is superior to all, thereby making the Vedas pronounced by him authoritative. O Vishnu, knowing that I shall now teach you through that power, so that hereafter you will never do such things. Now you will derive, O Vishnu, the fruit of your own deeds. After saying this, the sage, still under the influence of Maya, furiously cursed Vishnu. O Vishnu, the enchanter that you are, you made me distressed for the sake of woman. O Hari, you shall experience misery in that human form. Your allies will be those whose face you assign to me. O inflictor of miseries upon others, you shall get the misery of separation from a woman. You shall have the travails of a human being deluded by ignorance. Thus, Narad, deluded himself by ignorance, cursed. Thereafter Lord Shiv withdrew his enchanting Maya, whereby Narad became wise as before and free from delusion. When the Maya vanished, he became as intelligent as before, regaining perfect knowledge and becoming free from distress. He was surprised at his own action in the meantime. He cursed himself after repenting again and again. He praised the Maya of Lord Shiv, which could enchant even wise people. On realizing his mistakes due to illusion, Narad fell at his feet. Consoled by Hari and freed from wicked ideas, he said, being deluded and evil-minded, I have spoken many wicked words to you. O Lord, I heaped curses on you. O Master, please make them ineffective. I have committed a great sin. Certainly I will be falling into a hell. O Hari, I am your slave. Please direct me what to do, whereby I may destroy my sins and prevent my downfall into hell. Saying thus, the excellent sage once again fell at Vishnu's feet, and with the mind purified repented sincerely. Thereupon Vishnu lifted him up and spoke affably and courteously. Vishnu said, do not be sorry too much. Dear sage, now listen. I shall tell you what is certainly beneficial to you. You will not fall into hell. Lord Shiv will make you happy. Deluded by your haughtiness, you disobeyed the instructions of Shiv, the true bestower of fruits according to the actions. He has given you this result. Be sure in your mind that everything has happened in accordance with Shiv's wish, that Lord Shiv, the Supreme Lord, removes haughtiness. He is the Supreme Brahman. He is free from the three gunas. He is beyond Rajas, Sattva and Tamas. He himself, availing of his own Maya, manifests into three forms, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesha. Serving him, Brahma becomes the creator and I, the sustainer of the worlds. He himself in the manifestation as Rudra is the annihilator, always. Different from Maya, the pure being in the form of Lord Shiv is the Saksin, cosmic witness and moving about according to his will. O sage Narad, please listen to a good remedy that bestows happiness, removes all sins and yields worldly pleasures and salvation. Yifti, cast off all your doubts. With your mind not turning to anything else, always repeat the 100 names of Lord Shiv and his hymns. By his japa, all of your sins will perish instantaneously. After saying this to Narad, Vishnu continued mercifully, O sage, do not be grief-stricken. Nothing has been perpetrated by you. It was Lord Shiv who did everything. There is no doubt in this. It was Lord Maheshwara who deluded your splendid intellect and made you suffer on account of love. It was he who made you his mouthpiece and cursed me. In this manner, the great conqueror of death made his own conduct of life manifest in the world. O sage, perform his adoration. Worship him always. Hear and sing his glory. Perpetually pay him homage. He who approaches Lord Shiv by means of his body, mind and speech is a great scholar. The name Lord Shiv, blazing like the forest conflagration, reduces mountainous heaps of great sins to ashes without any difficulty. He must resort to him by means of his body, speech and mind forever. The different sacred rites of those who have full faith in the worship of Shiv, the destroyer of Tripura, become fruitful instantaneously. O great sage, there are not so many sins in the world as the worship of Lord Shiv is capable of destroying. The sins which are at the root of worldly existence are destroyed certainly by the acts of Shiv's name. Persons scorched and distressed by the conflagration of sins must drink the nectar of Shiv's names. Immediate salvation can be achieved only by the people who have performed penance in various lives. They alone will have devotion for Lord Shiv. Even if he commit endless sins, he will be freed from them all if he has true devotion for Shiv. A man serving the three-eyed Lord Shiv is never sullied by sins. From now onwards, you shall always worship Lord Shiv. You shall perform the japa of the six-syllabled mantra of Shiv. You shall wear on the different parts of your body Rudraksa beads, repeating the respective mantras with devotion and observing the rules of procedure. Listen to Shiv's anecdotes forever. Narrate the stories of Lord Shiv. Worship of Lord Shiv bestows bliss. Carry on at first the pilgrimage to various holy centers of Shiv. Observing the unrivaled greatness of Shiv, the supreme Atman, O sage, you must next go to Anandavana, which is a great favorite of Shiv. Seeing Shiv, the Lord of the universe there, worship him with devotion. After bowing to him and eulogizing him, you will become free from all doubts. O sage, after bowing to and specifically eulogizing your father, Brahma, you shall ask him many points regarding Shiv's greatness with an endearing mind. O sage, from now onwards become a devotee of Shiv. Lord Shiv will grant you his blessings. After advising the sage thus, Vishnu was pleased and vanished from that place. This was chapter 3, Narad curses Vishnu, from Rudra Samhita, Shiv Purana,